Hey YouTube, this is an open tag response that was from Williams Knife Life, and this was about the one that got away, and I have a good story about that. I also have a couple of things to say about number one, we did it. We got Warthog over 1,000 subs. So that's just fantastic. Thank you to everybody that gave him a sub and everybody that went ahead and did that for him. I know he appreciates it. I appreciate it. So I'm thanking you to all my subscribers that went over and gave him a sub. That was fantastic. In case you missed it, Tobias Gibson is running a contest that's related with Warthog's channel. So you might want to go look at Tobias's last video and get yourself a chance to enter into a giveaway he's doing in relation with this, with Warthog getting over 1,000 subs. So thank you, Tobias, for doing that, because you're an awesome member of this community. Also, I think we all look up to you and all the content that you put out. And so with that being said, let's get to this open tag. This is an open tag that Williams Knife Life started. If you want to go back and see the first one, he is the one that started this. And so he kind of explains it. You know, it's a knife that you had that, you know, now you no longer have. It's the one that got away. A fantastic video response to this was also done by Thrifty Kaniffy. His link is in my description box. If you haven't checked out his channel, he did an just absolutely fantastic job, knocked it out of the park on his response. It was really, really cool. I'm not going to give any spoilers to it, but I'm pretty sure that you guys will enjoy it. So definitely check that out. And let's start on my journey of, or start the tale of the one that got away. So as you can see on my board, this is just some eye candy, so we had something to look at. These are all lockback knives. And the one that got away was a lockback knife for me also. And so the thing about these lockback knives is that I've always had a lockback knife. In fact, for the majority of my life, that was the type of knife that I gravitated to until I really started collecting slip joints. And so like these examples here of this this little Schrade and then this little Buck Workman, these knives, this was what was in my pocket, you know, almost all the time. Something that was light, something that was a lockback, and something that didn't have a huge blade or whatever. Then, you know, I eventually got this Broken Skull and the Spyderco Delica. And then this is my most recent lockback purchase. And this is the small brass lockback from Roughrider. And I just liked it because it's small, it's a lockback. I loved the clip point blade that it has. And I wanted something that would develop a nice patina. So, you know, these little knives are inexpensive. I think they're $5 or $6. Just an excellent knife. I carried it today. As a matter of fact, it was what was in my pocket today. But the one that got away was the first lockback knife that my mom and dad got me. Back in the, you know, early 80s, everybody and their brother had a Buck 110. That was the knife to have. If you were walking around downtown or anywhere else, you had a 110 on your belt. That just was the knife to have. But I wanted to be a little bit different, and so I saw that Buck had the 112, and I thought, a little smaller, a little more compact. This might be, you know, a nice knife to have. Like I said, compact knives were kind of my thing back then. So I ended up getting a 112. Well, I carried it, you know, for quite a while, and it was the knife that I had when I was a teenager. And it was a gift, like I said, from my mom and dad. We all went down to, I don't even remember what store we got it at, but we all went down and, looked at the case, and I was like, yeah, that's the one I want. And so after promising that I would always be careful with it and never do anything bad with it, it was mine. So, thanks, Mom, for that. But over the years, things changed. When I started to work and, later in high school and stuff, and I had talked about it, this was a knife I got, was this Kershaw. And it kind of replaced the 110, or the 112 rather, in the lineup. So I had this one, and I really enjoyed carrying this. And this knife, and it's a heavy duty knife. I mean, you have something in your hand when you're picking up this knife. This is just a wonderful, wonderful lockback. But this is representative of that time, of what you wanted to have. And I liked that it was a heavy duty knife. I liked the finger grooves, and I liked the way it looked. Let me move some of these other knives out of the way. So anyways, the 112 kind of got, put aside, and this one kind of took over. Well, then I went into the service and I left this one at home. And when I was there, I definitely needed a pocket knife, and I carried various different knives. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. One of the ones I showed this one before. My dad got me this Swiss Army knife. It's a classic SD, and this is an older one because it's got the rust-free tank stamp and stuff that they had back then. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it. So this is definitely a sometime in the 80s production SD, and this guy, it was always in my pocket and was always around. But I wanted something that I could take to the field with me, and I went to the PX, and because I liked the finger groove knives and I always wanted a 110, I ended up getting this Bucklight, which is just like a 110, and it has this lightweight plastic handle with finger grooves. So you see there's kind of a pattern between the lightweight, the finger grooves, things are kind of coming together. But I still didn't have a true 110, and I still didn't have my 112 Ranger. Well, eventually I got my 110. When Buck had their 50-year anniversary models come out, I did finally get a true Buck 110. And this one everybody knows and loves, and I do too. I love this knife. I think it's fantastic. And this has been, a knife that I've kept around, and I will probably never part with it. Here's where we get to the one that gets away. Fast forward to probably about, I don't know, I would say it had to be 6 or 8 years ago. My brother, out of the blue, comes up and he has the 112. And he says to me, do I want it? At the time, I did want it, but I wanted to be a good brother and a nice brother. And so I said, no, it's okay. You can have it. I'll be okay. Because at that time I had other knives, and, I just was trying to be a good brother to him. And now I still don't have it. It's one that got away from me. Jeff, if you still have it, if you want to send it to me, I'd appreciate it. I don't have a 112 in my collection, but it's always on my mind to get another one. And someday I will. But that's my one that got away story. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. At least I gave you lots of fun knives to look at, a little bit of my personal history, and some other stuff. So anyways, I will let you guys go, and I will see you in the next one. I have a couple more tag videos that'll be coming out, or at least one more tag video Patty tagged me in one of his last tags, and then I still have some more CJRB code name knives to review. So those will be what's coming up if you've stuck around this long and you wanted a preview of what you may see down the road. So anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for getting Warthog up over that 1,000K, 1,000 subscriber wall. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next one.